So I started streaming, but I see on my monitor that there's an ad going. So when that ad is done, we will start saying some actual stuff. So hello everybody. Oh, I forgot to check the lighting. Give me one moment. Alright, is that better? And while I'm at it, let me adjust the camera as well. I was in kind of a rush to get this going, so give me just a moment while I make sure the camera is the way I want it. That's a little better. Should I bother to zoom it? I'm going to leave it as it is. If anybody wants me to zoom in the image of my face a little bit more, say so. Although I'll be a little surprised if you do. Okay, so before we get started, a couple of things. We did stream a couple days ago. We ended up with a deck that I thought was very, very janky, but it did better than I expected. Went 6-3. We were actually 6-0 to start, and then 3 games in a row we fell to superior luck and building and playing. But I am not dissatisfied with a 6-3 finish, especially in light of the other stuff. Hello, Cracked. It's great to see you here. How you doing today? The last thing I want to mention is I recently put 1 or 2 bells and whistles into my streaming software, so we'll see how those work today. Lube Express with your car. Okay, if you were at Lube Express without your car, I think that would have been a little strange, but as it is, it makes a ton of sense. All right, so it's a little bit after 11:30. Let's go ahead and move towards our actual draft. I'm glad you saw the announcement. Excellent. Good to know that some of these things are working. I'm even more glad that you're responding to that announcement. Thank you so much for that. Thanks. I need all the luck I can get. Even better to get some help from some experienced players such as yourself. I'm noticing also that the ranked War of the Spark drafts are ending soon. Anybody know what that's going to be followed up with? If you do, post a comment so we know what's coming down the pike. Alright, ranked War of the Draft. We'll pay our gems. And we are off. Dominaria is next. Dominaria was a good set. That was fun to play. Okay. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind drafting some more Dominaria also. My collection from that set is not as complete as it could be, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Alright, so let's see what we have here. So Nissa, who shakes the world, is obviously strong. One target non-creature land. Alright, so that looks like a likely first pick. See if we have anything else here that looks particularly interesting. The Hellion, not so much. This is fine, but not for right now. Conjurant is fine. Yeah, I agree. Nissa seems the likely pick, but I just, I don't like to make hurried decisions. I do that too quickly, and I make more blunders than I'd like to by being too impulsive sometimes. The only other thing that I see here that is worthy of an early pick is the Cruelty. Of course, we don't know if we're going to end up in black or not. Demolish and Assailant are not interesting in the Wolf. Alright, I think we're going to proceed with Nissa. And having the okay of a... Oh, that's a good question. I like it. If it were not here, the Conjurant is not bad, but I think I would be tempted to take the Cruelty. How about you? going to hold off on clicking just for a moment to give you a chance to chime in on that. Cruelty would be my second pick, I think. The Conjurant would be in contention, though. Alright, and in an effort to not have too much dead space in this stream, I will proceed with Danissa while you...
through these lands.
Cruelty, yeah, I'm glad we agree. Alright, so what do we have next? Augur of Bolas is not very interesting to me. I've seen Dovin do good work. The Raptor is obviously very good in a green-white deck. Battlefield Promotion is fine. Heartfire. These are all okay. Hello, D.E. Shapiro 777. Always a pleasure to hear from you. The more, the better. Tell all your friends about Grizzled Mage. Okay, back to our draft. I'm feeling like it's either Dovin or Raptor. Thanks, D.E. Shapiro. It's good to be loved. Don't make me blush. Raptor or Dovin? Let's see. Dovin can go into any of a number of decks since it has hybrid mana. It's a good defensive card. Actually, it can have its place in an aggro environment. Not as much. Obviously much more defensive. I am actually tempted to go for the Raptor. If we end up in green and white with some proliferate, that would not be terrible. I am tempted to go for the Raptor. No other sick commons going here. Okay, any comments on the Raptor? That is my pick. I'll wait a few seconds. Okay, let's give it a try. Alright, so what have we got here? Ashiok is interesting. Charm Stray, if I could get 5 or more, then I might be interested. In a proliferate environment, it could be interesting. Apparition is also good. Yeah, I agree. This is not a great pack overall. The Apparition is not bad. Ashiok, I think is fine if we were in these colors to start with, but I don't see it as a reason to move into those colors. This creature is okay. Horizons and Nurture are both also okay. I'm tempted to go with the Apparition. Any comments on the Grateful Apparition? Alright, Apparition going once, twice. Okay, let's proceed. Battlefield Promotion is a nice trick. Let's see what else we have here. The Trusted Pegasus. You know, I'm hearing different things from different people on the Pegasus. I agree that the Pegasus pushes you more towards an aggro-ish kind of a deck, but I feel like it still has a very good presence on the battlefield. Toll of the Invasion is a good card if we were in black, and again, I'm not seeing anything that pushes us towards black. Green and black is always a nice thing, though. So right now, my pick would be either the Pegasus or the Promotion. Hello, George. It's a pleasure to see you. You're here a little bit earlier than I expected. I hope you got something good for lunch. Cracked is here. He's been helping me out so far. Okay, so you can see what we have thus far. I'm tempted to go for either the Pegasus or the Promotion. I'm open to suggestion as to which one would be better, or a different one for that matter. And again, I'm not seeing anything terribly amazing in the other colors, with the exception of Toll of the Invasion. I'm thinking the Pegasus. The Promotion is also good. You like the Pegasus better? Yeah, I think that's what I was leaning towards as well. Okay. My cat here wants some attention, so he's getting it, but not necessarily the way that he wanted it. Alright, again, nothing. Oh, the Stinger is nice. The Grizzly is okay. Statue, no thank you. The Screecher is fine. I feel like the Stinger is what we want at this time. I'm liking the Stinger. Somebody could make a good argument for the Screecher. In the absence of any arguments either way, I think the Stinger is my pick here. The Geode is fine if we feel like we're going into multiple colors, but it doesn't look that way so far. Okay. Alright, let's go with the Stinger. Alright, what have we got? You like the Hawk better? Okay. If it comes back around, then we'd be happy to take it. What have we got? The Vessel. Certainly not for this deck. Alright, I'm not really seeing anything. Possibly the Plaza in case we want to dip our toe into other colors. The Giant is a good sideboard card, or a good card for a defensive deck. I feel like the Plaza is what we want at this moment. Any thoughts on the Plaza? Alright, in the absence of any input, I think I will proceed with that. Okay. Nothing terribly interesting here either. And again, nothing that makes me want to go into another color. So I think Grizzly is absolutely fine. New Horizons would help us with a proliferate theme. Oh, here's the Promotion. I'm tempted to go with the Promotion. Instant, first strike, counter. I'm liking it. Any thoughts on the Battlefield Promotion, people? Okay, we will proceed with it. Okay, so here we have things that are all off color and nothing to splash over. Yeah, I see your comment on the lagging. I've tried to optimize things as much as I can. But this seems to be the best I can do right now. What I may try to do is set things up so that I'm going with an Ethernet connection only. That might help, because right now I'm on a Wi-Fi connection. It'll take some doing to do the Ethernet though, because there's a pretty good distance between my setup and the router box. Alright, so as off-color goes, I think the Dam Breaker may be something to do here, as it could promote the Proliferate theme. I feel like Dam Breaker is the way to go here. I'll give it an extra few seconds in order to let the lag catch up a little. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, forced landing. I'd really rather not main deck that since we're doing best of one. So that brings us really to Loxodon Sergeant. In fact, I'm going to put that into the sideboard and let's move on. There's our Hawk. There's a New Horizons. I know you liked the New Horizons before. Which do you like better, the Horizons or the War Screecher? So far our curve is not real high. I feel like the War Screecher might be better at this point. Of course, the New Horizons can help with proliferate effects, but we are not real high. We're not real. We don't have a good supply of those, at least not yet. I'm leaning towards the War Screecher at this point. Okay, I'll give you a moment to ruminate on that. There it is. Nothing here of interest. George, I need the lag to do better. I'll take the Neoform because there's nothing here of interest for us. Sure, statue. Don't think it's going to make the cut. And this is also. Yeah, I hear that. That's a good point. Splash blue for a Raveler, although I don't know if it really promotes the game plan that our deck seems to be moving towards. So maybe the Raveler. You could probably talk me into it. Oh, Lorune Enforcer. Okay, so Enforcer I think is a good pick here. Lynx not so much. Populace, Courage and Crisis is good. I feel like the Enforcer has to be our pick here. Thoughts on the Lorune Enforcer, anybody? And again, for consideration would be Teferi, possibly Rising Populace, possibly Courage and Crisis. Teferi, interesting. So explain to me how you think of this. Well, I can bounce creatures. Tell me why you like Teferi better than Lorune Enforcer. Having said that, I wouldn't mind having one for my arena collection in any event. Okay, I await your analysis of why Teferi is better at this juncture than the Enforcer. Alright, I will proceed with the Teferi. I do trust your judgment, and as I say, having it in our collection is fine with me. Okay. Another Grizzly, no thank you. The Battalion is okay if we can get into an aggro situation. Storm the Citadel does not impress me. Nor does the Iron Bully. We already have one Grizzly. I don't see an overwhelming reason to take a second one right now. I feel like the I feel like the makeshift battalion is our pick at this juncture. I may be splashing blue for the Dambreaker and for Teferi. Where is Teferi? Here he is. Alright, I think battalion is going to be what we want. Prison Realm, nice. That is almost certainly coming in. Let's see what else is here. Rally, this is not bad. Another promotion. Pales compared to these others. The Druid is fine. I really feel like Prison Realm has to be what we want. I'm going to proceed with that. Okay. What do we got here? The Enforcer Griffin is fine. The Silver Ring is okay. I think I like the Griffin better here. Another Grizzly. Oh, if we're splat, well, I don't know. If we're splashing blue, the Eternal would be nice. I don't think it's a good one to splash for though. So I think the Enforcer Griffin. Excuse me. I think the Enforcer Griffin is what we are looking at right now. Wow, when you say lagging, you ain't kidding, because I am. By the time I'm seeing your comment on Cure or Prison, I am so far past that. I did, as you saw, I did take the Prison. So the truth of the matter is, I did spend a little bit of time a couple weeks ago trying to get a real handle on the real time that elapses between the time that I say or do something and the reasonable possibility of somebody actually responding to it. And I feel like it's a good 15 seconds or more before somebody can meaningfully respond. So I'm willing to kind of drag out the draft itself a little bit because there are no time constraints. And of course I have to balance that against the watchability of this. Ah, okay. Alright, so having said all that, I am proceeding with the Griffin. This is fine if we were in those colors. Martyr for the Cause is not the worst 2-drop I've ever seen, but I feel like it is the pick here. There's nothing else that comes even close to consideration for our deck. Another Grizzly. I think Martyr for the Cause is what we want here. Another Griffin. Not the end of the world. This is interesting. I have the Nissa's. I have Nissa as the support for this card, but no, I don't think so. So we have another Griffin, possibly, or the Crocodile. I really don't much like the Crocodile. For a 5-drop, I think I'd rather have the Griffin. It's a reasonable blocker, and the flying can be very good. Okay. What do we got here? The Stray, Sacrifice, not too interested. Maybe the Light Shield. I would very much like to see more proliferate effects. That helps. That helps. That helps. Okay, so I do have some proliferate effects here. So I feel like the Light Shield is not terrible under these conditions. I don't know if it's going to make the cut. Okay. Charmed Stray. Yeah. Eternal 3/2 for 3 does not excite me. I think I'd rather take the 1/1 lifelinker than this 3/2 thing. Steady aim is not the sort of trick I'm looking for. Okay, Charmed Stray. It seems unlikely to make the deck, though. Encouraging Crisis, I think that's fine. Storm the Citadel. It's an expensive. It's an expensive thing to do. Let's take a look at our curve for the moment. So our 5 slot has 3 items in it. We have nothing in our 4 slot so far, which is interesting. Also interesting. Our 2 slot is looking fairly healthy, actually. Okay. I think I'd rather take another Grizzly than the Crocodile. I'm going to proceed with that. Rally of Wings, no thanks. Pouncing Lynx, what do we like better? The Pouncing Lynx? I think Martyr for the Cause is better than the Lynx. Okay. Nothing here of great interest. Topple the Statue versus these are both completely meaningless for us. Alright. Another green Planeswalker. Let's take a closer look. Vivien. Paradise Druid is also good. Vigilance and Reach. Top 3 cards, which is interesting. Wanderer's Strike. Good removal. But I feel like the Vivien has a higher upside. How many creatures have we got so far? I'm putting the Charmed Stray aside for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14 creatures. I don't know how many of them will make the deck. Sure, let's go for Vivien. I do like the Wanderer's Strike though, plus the Proliferate. And I am also low on removal. No guts, no glory.
Let's tear this place apart.
Okay. Defiant Strike, no thanks. There's another Storm. Another Dambreaker. I don't want to run more than one. Rising Populace, maybe. I don't see anything else here that I like better. The Iron Bully? Lets me put a counter on something, which is not terrible. On the other hand, this lets me put lots. All right, let's try the Populace. Here's another Screecher. New Horizons. I make up for the New Horizons. Non-creature spell. Obviously, this is good against Planeswalkers. Kiora. I don't think I have any creatures that really triggers that. It can help us to ramp. Let's see who we've got here. Alright, this is a hard one for me. So Delvin Fido I would consider. Cure I would also consider. Hey George. Do you want to take a different look at the deck that we have so far? Let's proceed with that. Okay, so here's what we have so far. As I've already mentioned, picks that I would consider from here. Dovin Vito, maybe, since it seems likely we're going to be splashing blue. Another Screecher does not excite me. And the other possibility is our first New Horizons. How many cuts are needed? Well, right now, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 21 spells. We still have most of Pack 3 to get through. How many cuts needed? So far, 0, although you like the Kiora. Yeah, that was one of the ones I was considering.
My pets are
That's fine.
hungry, and you look like lunch.
Palmbright Druid is, I think, would be a good pick here. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I'm still drafting. Okay, I guess you thought that I was done and looking to... Yeah, I was looking towards construction. No, we're not quite there yet. I think the Druid is our pick here. Oh, Samet, I didn't even notice that. Haste, Scrying. The Scrying is good, but this helps with our proliferate stuff. So which one has a higher ceiling? Proliferate. With the proliferate that we have going, I am actually liking the Samet a little bit better.
If you
Let's try that. I haven't played with it
home,
yet, so
you should
that
go
would help.
there now.
Here's another Druid anyway. Giant, no thank you. Strike, no. Rising Populous, we already have 1 or 2. I like the Druid here. I already have 1 Encouraging Crisis. I like the Druid. Another Giant. Worm or Ceratok? I think it has to be a Ceratok. Watley, interesting. Okay, let's look at our creatures here. Watley helps him. Not him. Definitely him. Him. I'm liking the Watley. Yeah. Watley looks pretty solid right here. Absolutely.
There is always hope.
And with Watley, the Grazer is not the worst thing in the world. I feel like the Grazer has done better work both on my side and on the other side than I really anticipated at the beginning of this format. So I feel like that's our pick here. There's nothing... Oh. Contentious Pan. I take it back. Contentious Plan for the card draw and the proliferate. But I do need a little bit more fixing. I'd really rather not have to put 2 islands in here. I'm going to go for the Contentious Plan and see if we can snag any more mana fixing before we're done here. I already have 2 Grizzlies. I'm going to take a Silverwing. Well, this is fixing, but it's the worst one of the bunch. I hear you. I have had my eye on that. Really? Okay. I'm liking the blue splash. And our fixing is rather poor. I feel like we're going to need the land slots for 1 or 2 islands. Tell me why you like the emergence. The only fixing we have so far is the plaza. I think that is it. Did I pick up a New Horizons? I thought I had. No New Horizons. I thought there was one somewhere in there. And I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. There is no cure here. Oh, the Dam Breaker. We already have one. The second one. Not the end of the world. Sure, I'll take a Dovin's Veto. I don't know if it'll make the cut. Any last minute fixing? Oh, actually, this would be good with Watley, but we'll see. Now I have two. Alright, another monstrosity. Alright, let's see what we've got. We need to cut 7 cards. Okay, so I have... I think 2 may be more than we want here. Dovin's Veto, I don't know. Let's see. Makeshift Battalion does not really excite me. How many creatures have I got? I have 18 creatures. The Apparition is good. Martyr for the Cause. I don't think having 2 is really necessary. The Druid is good. These are all good. Promotion, all good. Okay. Nissa is a better one not to cut. Probably the Ceratok, yeah, that's what I was thinking. What else? I'm tempted to cut the Teferi. I really feel like all it's going to do is allow us to do 1 bounce. So a 3-mana sorcery speed bounce spell with card draw. It's not terrible, but... And again, we're splashing. I'm cutting the Teferi now. If you need me to bring it back, just say so. But I do feel like it's not really going to pull its weight in this deck. What else? Pegasus, I think, is still good. The Light Shield, I'm going to cut the Light Shield for now. Silverwing is so-so. That's true. I admit I forgot about his Teferi's static ability. You know, is that enough to keep it in the deck? I'm not sure. Let's see what else we can cut first. The Veto. I feel like I have to have the right setup as far as. All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, Contentious Plan. Yeah, those all make sense. I do like the Contentious Plan for the Proliferate, but again, since we are... So if I'm going to run... Yeah, that's fine. Do you think I need... I'm going to cut 1 island and have just 2 blue sources for the Dam Breaker. Alright, in the meantime... So I need... a little bit more white than green. My early drops are mostly white. I have a lot of double green. I'm only... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that works for me. Good call. Alright, so we have Lands, we have how many lands? 17 lands. We have 15 creatures, that's fine. 5 planeswalkers. And very little in the way of instants and sorceries. Very low on removal. I think all I really have is the Prison Realm. So I'm going to have to use that very wisely. Okay. I'm willing to put this into play and see how it fares. Any last comments? Yeah, given that I have only the one removal, it does have to be a careful situation. Or it has to be used judiciously. Alright. Wish me luck. If you're willing to stick around to tell me what I'm doing wrong during the play, love to hear such comments. Ugh. I'm on the draw. I'm going to keep this. We can get this going no later than turn 3. It's a risky keep, but I feel like it's worth gambling on. I just as soon keep it. It will slow my game down, especially since I am on the draw, though. Yeah, I'm tempted to keep it. I really, mulliganing is always a big problem. My vote is to keep. Any thoughts from anybody out there? Let's see it. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Fingers crossed, everybody. So I was mentioning earlier that the last draft I did online, I did reasonably well with a 6-3, but I do recall that in most of the games I had pretty good opening hands, so that kind of a streak cannot go on forever. Green and white, looks familiar. You got a stinger. Nice. I think we have to start with the Raptor. Alternately, I could go for Watley turn 3, Raptor turn 4, and proliferate the Watley. And he's off to a little bit of a slow start. My vote right now is to play the Plaza. I have only... Thank you, Quagmire. I don't have time to wait for remarks. I'm sorry, but I have no timeouts. If he were pressuring me more, I definitely would have played the Raptor, but I think I can afford to take this slower line of play, which I hope has a higher ceiling. Quagmire, it's great. Oh. Okay, never mind. Charm Stray. Does he have a Charm Stray deck? That's interesting. And a Wrangler. Alright, so I will take 3. I think it has to be the Raptor at this point. unless I'm willing to give that, bring that down to 4, would come back to 5, but I haven't really gained anything. Okay, Raptor it is. Let's play the Plains, and Raptor, and we'll go. How's my luck today? This is my first game, Quagmire. The draft itself was okay. The first draft was okay. I mean, the draft itself, rather, was okay. We have, as you see, a green and white deck. It has a bunch of Planeswalkers. We're very low on removal. I'm a little nervous about that. Oh, does he have a trick? I'm guessing he has a trick. He has Vigilance. Okay. If he's bluffing, his bluff works. I'll let him gain a life. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Another land would have been very nice. I'm gonna bring out the Grizzly so I can block the Stinger. Okay, if he attacks again, I will block the Stray, I guess. Although the Wrangler could get out of hand depending on what he's got in his deck. If nothing happens, I'm happy to bring out Watley next, but let's see what transpires first. And he's got his own Grizzly. Pegasus? I think Pegasus and then Watley next turn. More land would be nice. And we pass. Okay, he's able to play something else. Let's find out what. Interesting. He's looking for more playables. And I guess he whiffed on that one. Okay, there's our next land. Okay, so Watley, and then Pegasus and Raptor. Yep. I could gain life if I need to. I need to at this time.
Ought to be shared.
Okay, let's go to combat. Let's swing in with these two guys, and it'll leave me with 2 blockers. Does he have any reach? No. And he has vigilance. Let's go with that. Okay. Let's see what he comes up with next. No shock there. Okay, so let's take out the Stinger and let's hope to get rid of the Wrangler, the Grizzly. If he has a trick, then this will go badly. Let's go for the Grizzly. If he has a trick, make him use it. Okay.
Please wait. I want to talk.
Yeah, exactly. But now he has clear board presence. I could play... Let's see. What did Vivian do again? Now I think I need more presence, so let's get this. Let's get Silverwing going. And I think I need blockers. And he has an apparition coming up. Good for him. Yeah, I think I have to hang back. Yeah, more lands would definitely help us out. Thing is also, I would really like to get some more creatures on the board before I bring out these two guys. He's playing the Triumph. Good for him. Alright, I guess I will be willing to trade my Pegasus for somebody if needed. Oh, that's interesting. Buff my guy. Interesting. So do I want him to be a 4/4 or do I want him to be a 4/5? Given what he's got, I think I'm going to make him a 4/4. Vivian gives vigilance. Yeah, but I think... Oh. I'm not... Yeah, okay.
Wild animals I like.
I hear what you're doing,
People,
George.
not
I
so
do
much.
like it. Alright, so let's give our Silverwing vigilance.
The mysteries
And
of
deal
life
him
are
3 damage.
endless.
Yeah. Having more lands definitely helps out. Interesting. There's nothing great to Prison Realm here. I feel like I would rather buff him some more. Let's do that. Submit 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Good. Okay, let's give vigilance again,
All things begin and end
and
in nature.
we'll attack. And end the turn. Given that he has 3 times as many creatures as I do, I'm not doing too terribly. More lands would definitely help us out. So Quagmire, when you say he's stabilizing, who's stabilizing? Him or me? Oh yeah, he has to attack. Yeah. Okay, so I have to block his flyers. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Why is this working? Choose blockers. Okay. And the Pegasus against his apparition. If he has any tricks. If he has any tricks, it's going to go poorly, so let's see what happens. He has tricks.
This means nothing in the grand.
Not
Pledge of
dead.
Unity is nice. Ugh. Okay. So, we can Prison Realm something. I feel like the Populace is the one we have to Prison Realm. Yeah. It doesn't matter. So his 5/5. Yes, land is sorely needed here. Vigilance is no longer a thing for me, so I feel like I have to hang back yet again. Or I could gain life. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking also, and he'll stay at 5/5. Yep. I was thinking of that, guys, but thanks for pointing it out.
Life
You guys know me well enough that it is definitely the kind of thing that I might overlook. Alright, he's out of cards. Unless he hit a creature. Wow. He's whiffed 3 times on the Grizzly. Oh, good call. Am I willing to let his pictures go to 4/5? Yeah, no blocks indeed. So it's either Nissa. Are there any benefits that I can get to Nissa for 1 turn? 5/6. I feel like playing Nissa, making one of my lands good, and drawing some of his fire. But you like the Griffin better. George? You both like the Griffin better. Who am I to say no to such wisdom? I understand that, George, but I felt I could have gotten one benefit by turning one of my guys into a creature and drawing their fire for a turn. I can't believe he's main decking top of the statue. Well, it worked out for him. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, it would be great to double spell, but I feel like it has to be another Griffin. Yep. So his deck is okay. I haven't seen any real bombs yet. If he draws into any, though, it will make life that much more difficult. But that's what we're all about here. Risking difficult lives in order to play this insane game. Alright. He's looking... and he finally found a creature. A crocodile. Yeah, he has some good attacks here. Yeah, I'll take 3 more damage. Rising population has been outclassed except for him. Nissa. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I think it has to be Rising Populace and pass. Yeah. Yep, we agree. He's getting some decent work out of his Grizzly there. Looking for those creatures or planeswalkers. He's got a Nissa too. How about that? I feel like blocking it this time since I have more creatures to block with this time. Hey, Cracked. Cracked, I really appreciate the support there. Okay, I'm tempted to block because I have more creatures, I have the promotion that can help with further blocks. Any reason not to block the Martyr for the Cause? Because he's coming up to a situation where he can alpha pretty effectively. Of course, his other 3 creatures will get bigger. Yeah. So we pass. Risk it for the biscuit. I like it. Okay. His creatures get bigger. Good for him. Alright, can we draw something good? And the answer is not so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll play Nissa. And pass, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What can I do with Nissa?
We will prevail.
Yes, we are going to put it on.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I thought I untapped it. Oh, there it is. Okay. He's going to play his Nissa. Absolutely. And he's got his Nissa.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
Cracked, tell me why not the forest? Oh, because no. So tell me why no forest? Taps for double.
Behold,
Yes, of course
nature's
you're right.
True power.
That's what I get for not being familiar with it. It's the static abilities on these planeswalkers that's really messing me up. Yeah, you're right.
True heretics will feel the bite of my blades.
Okay, good call, Cracked. Thank you for that. I wish I'd seen it myself. Am I willing to take... yes, you've made your point, Cracked, and I agree with you. I'm going to let my Nissa go to 2.
Do not test me.
Okay. So there's my Martyr for the Cause. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, so let's... Oh. Now I need to leave the promotion up. Okay, so I feel like the Dam Breaker has to... Let's start with the Dam Breaker. Okay, so I need blue. To gain an additional counter, submit 2, that's correct. Okay, I need to do Nissa.
The land fights for us.
Okay, and we leave the promotion up, and we pass the turn. Who's gonna deck faster? He will. So if I can keep going for 15 more turns, then it looks good. Oh, when did Samet come out? I didn't even notice.
Harness the elements.
So again, at this point, if he attacks with his martyr, then I will block it, I think. Guys, what do you think? If he attacks with the martyr, go ahead and block it or not? Interesting. Anything on my turn? Nope. So I have my own Samet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is true. Alright, so let's go. Let's bring out Martyr. No, let's bring out. Oh boy. Let's bring out Salmon. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you for that, George. I think likely I would have overlooked that line. Let's bring out Martyr, just in case he has some ability to kill one of my attackers. And let's send in one flyer to Nissa. You're right, too late. Damn. Damn. You're right, George. This is a definite big weakness of mine. When the board state gets complicated like this, I just oh, good for you. Battlefield promotion. Save it for his blocks. He's going to be able to proliferate. That's going to hurt. Okay, let's get another land going. Sure.
The land shall conquer you.
And that way I can also promote. I should have done this before, but I am going to scry one. Stupid. Doesn't matter. Sure, let's give this haste.
Your lies will not go unpunished.
That's fine. The proliferation will help me also. Okay. Well, it's a good grindy game, if nothing else. End of turn counter on Griffin. I hear that. but if I need to use it as a battle trick depending on his attack. Alright, well let's see what happens. I know. Okay, so I like that line, George, but first let's see if or how he attacks. I do expect he'll attack it at least with that, yeah.
Surrender now, and I'll spare you.
Okay, no surprise. I feel like I have to block the martyr guys. I'll take 2 damage. Okay, I can't do anything about that. I'll take 2 damage from his martyr, I guess.
Cease this aggression.
Yeah, letting it proliferate twice is gonna really hurt me. Once was bad enough. Yeah, I'm gonna follow your advice. So, Griffin. Okay, let's go ahead and proliferate. Submit 6, absolutely. Alright. Let's get rid of... Let's pressure his Nis, I guess. Target a creature on... non-counter. This may be on the non-counter Griffin.
Deceit will never be rewarded.
Nope, I need more action. Yeah, okay. Too late now. Minus... Okay, I have to attack. Because I'm running out of time. Guys, I'm not able to follow your advice well. I have only 5 and 6. I would send a 6, but it's only... something is wrong. Alright, so... Guys, I'm not able to follow your advice quickly enough, and I didn't have enough time to ponder too much. So I apologize for any of my errors here.
Hazoret,
Try my
forgive me.
patience.
And let's do this. Target should... I don't think it matters.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Should have done that first. Doesn't matter. I almost feel like conceding because I feel like my brain is about to explode.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Oh my god. Alright, good for you. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 big creatures. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. And I am definitely outclassed by his creatures. So he's sending the apparition and everybody and the others to me. Oh boy. Sure, I'll. I have no cards in hand. This is still the same game, and it's looking really bad. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm giving up the ghost. My brain can't handle it, so I'm going to let him have the fun of dealing a zillion damage. I know. Could have hung in there to the very end. 42 damage, impressive. So George, explain to me the line of play that would have brought me to a clear victory. Yes, I made some misplays, which definitely hurt, but I don't know that it was a definite road to victory. Two planeswalkers. A 3-drop and a 5-drop. I block, pump up my populace. Block, pump up my populace. I hear that, but I'm not sure. Right. So Krax wants me to keep. I respect Krax's opinion. The Vivian. Having no creatures is problematic. Cracked thinks this is a clear keep. I'm inclined to keep. Anybody else have any opinions on this? I would like to have some creatures, but I have all my colors. I have a planeswalker coming up. I think keeping is not bad. Anybody have an overwhelming reason to mulligan? Alright. We'll go with what we got. Hello, Sacrifice. Good to see you. Die on the next turn. Yes, thank you for that. Alright, thanks for everything, George. I look forward to seeing you. I hope in the near future. Have a great holiday weekend. I wish I could be at Manga for some of the fun. Oh, that would happen. Sacrifice, I feel like we need to add some dry humor emotes to the system. That would capture the essence of your comment there. Okay, we are going to start with Battalion. demolish. Isn't that interesting? Alright, so the only other so I have one island in the deck. Otherwise, this is not going to see any play. Alright. When we get to that point, then we'll see. Okay, so Vivian.
I didn't live through hell to lose.
Okay, Vigilance and Reach sounds good.
Strike now! Strike hard!
So, to chump or not to chump? That is correct. That is correct, Sacrifice. We... Really? I do not have a tempo creature for 4 mana. I do have a Prison Realm. It seems like a hell of a waste. So we're gonna do Vivian's -2 then, because to do Prison Realm on this Amass seems like a real waste. Yeah, I think that's our play.
Tear it down.
So what do we like better, guys? Do we like Martyr or Pegasus? I think I'm liking the Pegasus a little better. Yeah. Combat. Let's play the Pegasus. I think Nissa is coming out next.
It's my turn. This is just gonna be bad for you.
Or I can do Couraging. Okay, what do we like better, guys? Do we like... Oh, or I could Prison Realm Chandra. Prison Realm Chandra? That's not a bad play. This, attack Chandra for 5. Sounds good. Thank you, Sacrifice. Let's play... Attack also with the Pegasus.
Through this land, we are all connected. Behold, nature's true power.
Pegasus plus lands, yes, of course. She will deal 5 damage to something.
Let us talk of peace.
Alright, if he attacks, I am willing to... Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Yeah, that's what I was thinking also. If he attacks... Oh yeah, if he attacks, I'll trade. Yeah. Agreed. think my next play is Courage and Crisis to my Manland. Silverwing. Or I could Prison Realm as Silverwing, which does not excite me. That's interesting. Realm and Crisis. Right? So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll save the Polendrite Druid for last. No, let's do the... Ugh. I don't have enough to... I can do all 3 spells, but I'd like to maximize my proliferate effects. So then let's... Exact... And, So, Prison Realm first. Okay, good. I don't think I need the lands right now. Polendrite with counter on itself. Cancel. Let's do a land first. Let's do that.
The land fights for us.
Okay. Polendrite. Right. So +1/+1. And Courage and Crisis. I think the Druid. Sure, Druid. And we have 3. And let's attack. That was interesting. Guys, thank you for the help. That was a kind of an intricate play, which I think I... Really? Okay, so... Okay, let's attack. I have no way of buffing anybody, so... Attack, deal him 8. Oh, I'm an idiot! I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's... I should have done it the other way and attacked with the other land. Another mistake. Yeah, you're right, correct. Yeah, I should have animated the land first. I make too many mistakes.
Harness the elements.
Okay. I could have had him at 2 at this point, but yes. Yeah, you're right.
To make this quick, I'm bored already.
Yeah, so we just attack with everybody and that'll be that.
Let me pick your brain for a minute. All I've left you is pain.
What source of blue? I put in this and the Gateway Plaza, and that is it. Okay, so sure, let's do this the way that we should. I don't think it matters. He has summoning sickness.
The land shall conquer you.
Okay, so after this game, Sacrifice, let's go back to the deck. Now that you put it in that term, it seems so straightforward. What is this? Okay, so let's look at the deck. So that's a good call. All right, guys, I'm gonna go answer the doorbell. While I'm doing that, let me know what to put in for the dam breaker. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, so I'm back. Thanks for waiting, guys. I have to say, okay, Sacrifice. So I'm looking at this the chat stream. I have I have no idea why Nightbot did that, so I'm going to look into that later. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have here, so I can see all the comments. So Zach, you must have put in a lot of weird stuff here to make Nightbot unhappy. All right. So can we get back to the matter at hand? So we're not liking the dam breaker for Splash. You're telling me you do like Teferi, Light Shield Grizzly. The Light Shield is a Grizzly in this deck. Yeah, I hear that. You mean with Watley? Well, it's a one. It becomes a 1/4 at least, and with Watley, it's decent. Sacrifice. I gotta say, I am dying to see the comments that were bleeped out. You're a person of deep feelings when it comes to this game, I think. Okay, so I'm following your advice of the Lighthouse instead of Dam Breaker. That means the island comes out and we add another Plains. What do you think, guys? And the Gateway Plaza should also come out. Okay. Is this looking any better? Cura, not great. Zach, do you agree with Cracked to go to 16 lands? Given that our curve tops out at 5? Back to oh, sorry about that. He likes the Alright, I'm putting in the Ceratok for now. I mean, I'm not going to go with 41 cards unless I cut a land. We could do that. 24 spells, 16 lands. That's a possibility. The Cura helps us with ramping a little bit. Alright. Alright, so we're back to... Cura has just come out. We're back to 17 lands with 4 5-drops. I have seen some good work out of Cura in the past. A previous chatter during the draft and during the deck building was recommending Cura very, very highly, and I was willing to follow that. But I do agree that in a deck like this that has mostly low power creatures, second Martyr, not bad. The death trigger is... that is true. Alright, so right now, I mean, listen, both of you, maybe the Ceratox should come out. Although it is helped by Watley. Where is Watley? There he is. Yeah, I agree with this. The Ceratox is good. I'm willing to run this as a 41 card deck. Because again, we top out at 5. We have our 17 lands. I feel like the extra spell is not going to hurt our land ratio kind of thing. Alright, so Sacrifice is recommending cutting the Silverwing. Cracked, are you good with that? Do you have other suggestions? Yeah, I did see. I did pass up a Wanderer Strike, but it was either that or Nissa actually. Yeah. Cut one Grizzly. Okay, Cracked. I think your advice is very good. I have known Sacrifice a much longer time, so I respect both of your advice. But I'm going to go with the longevity of Sacrifices in my relationship at this point. Please don't take this personally, because it is certainly not. And I think your advice is good. Okay, so here's our new deck. Blue is gone, and I think we're willing to go to our next game. Thanks, Cracked. I appreciate it. I just don't want any of my visitors to feel like that I'm not valuing them, because I do value all of you pretty highly. So Sacrifice is still analyzing. What do we have to add to this Sacrifice? I am looking forward to a future stream of yours, Cracked. As I mentioned before, it was hard for me to see a lot of the action on the field because you had the MTG Arena window too small, and as you see, I'm a little bit older. My eyesight's not as good as it used to be. So anything that helps eyesight is a great thing. That is true. Those were the original 3 blue cards for the blue. The only trouble with a big blue splash is that I have only the Gateway Plaza and however many islands I add. Okay, so are we in agreement, guys? To be honest, I'd rather not. If I had one more fixer, then I might try it, but I really don't want to go with 2 off-color lands. Alright, let's go to our next game and see how it goes. By the way, I'm still using the Deckmaster overlay. If you guys can tell me, oh god, if you guys can tell me if it's working okay, that'd be great. Ugh, I need 1 forest to make this work. All right, so while we're thinking of that, I'm going to reboot the Deckmaster overlay. So bear with me. And I hope that that will make it work. Greedy keep or safe mull? Huh, yes indeed. Hang on a minute while I check on Deckmaster. Preview. Okay, that seems better. Some people overvalue the mulligan. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, exactly. Let's mulligan. Slightly better. Slightly better. The scry will help us, I hope. He's going to 5. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're going to be starting with probably Grizzly. I don't know. Let's see. Never didn't have it. Interesting thing to say. Let's start with the Grizzly. It's a little bit more aggro. Or we can start with the Populace. I like the Grizzly first. Yeah. Wow. Talk about a non-game. I'm finally out of the silver rank. I'm very pleased about that. Okay, so our new deck tech obviously carried the day there. Let's try again. So we're 2-1 so far. Okay. This is a very good hand. We will start with the Apparition and follow with the Druid. No, we'll probably follow... Alright, well, we're gonna keep. We'll certainly start with the Apparition. Are we in agreement, guys? Starting with the Apparition? Platinum, good for you. Never 2-land hand unless it's 2 of the splash card. Interesting. So my choice was the Apparition. If you think the Druid is better, say so now. I'd rather not use up a... Yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking. Vivian will give my guy vigilance and reach. First strike, indeed. Counter on Druid to block his 1/1. Eh. Or Pyrite Helix. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so I like the Druid. I'll give it a counter and then I'll kill free. Or there's that as well. Okay. Alright, well let's swing in. Crunch. I get to keep Vivian. I'm at a Vivian or pass. Should I attack or chump block the crunch? I'm tempted to hold back and block. It needs to survive, but I'm gonna go down to 12 next turn. I'll follow your advice. And the Vivian has to stay, otherwise it'll just die. Hello, Misaka. Haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Okay, do we like... Oh boy. Do we like the Griffin or the Stinger? I like the... Well, he's pumpable. I think I like the Stinger better. Yeah. Vivian -1. I don't even remember what that does. You mean Vivian -2? What does it do? I could have Vivian minus... No, that's not what I want. I'm gonna bring out the Stinger. I'm wondering if we're getting into too many cooks and spoiling the broth. Put a creature in play. I like the Stinger if I'm gonna trade. I'd rather trade that way. Good for you. Alright, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna go down to 5. Alright, so I guess it's Stinger and Vivian. Nissa, untap land. 1, 2, 3. correct.
I protect that
Okay.
which cannot protect itself.
We're going to untap a forest. I can't play.
Behold, nature's true power.
I can only.
Beasts are much more reliable than humans.
Okay.
Starting over's the only way.
Yeah, of course. Alright, so I just handed this guy the game. You know. Yeah. Why bother, mister? Okay, yeah. I just handed this to him, I don't know why. Sacrifice, that was just nasty. Just nasty. But I have to admit, it was, it was a punch with a capital P. Half a punch per hour? He goes first. I need one land. I have a 2-drop. We're gonna keep this. Okay, that's not terrible. I think we start with the Raptor. Definitely start with the Raptor. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Rising Populace. So do I block? I'm not gonna block. 100% what? Oh. Got it. Okay, no blocks. Yes, you were responding to my friend. That's interesting. Okay. I should. Right. Another land would be nice. Martyr for the cause. Stinger. I'm liking the Stinger a little bit better now. Okay, it's either going to be the Light Shield. Alright, I think we have to be slightly Courage on the Druid. like the idea of doing the courage a little bit later to get the most out of the proliferate that then happens. I think I like the light shield a little bit better at this point. And sure, let's make him a 1-4. And I should have made him. Have to stop doing what? Giving conflicting advice? Ooh. Alright. Let's see. Proliferate. He would become a 2-2 and a 2-4, so let's just hope for the bout. And we all agree that Grizzled Mate needs to get better. Okay, so we're gonna double spell with the Raptor and the Apparition and try to and we agree that Grizzled Mate does need to get better. Let us okay, I am having trouble following your chat, guys. That's okay. We want a double spell, so and the Apparition, and we'll Courage and Crisis next turn. Apparition. And no attacks. Magic is a complicated game. As you say. Can't play him. Courage and Crisis now. Right, so that's why I prefer to play this rather than do I have any good attacks? Besides the flyer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I attack with the light shield. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, correct. So he can double block. 1, 2, 3, 4. He would have to block with everybody in order to kill it, and I can take out 2 of his creatures. Okay. Okay, Martyr for the cause. No, Stinger will come out next. Plus Martyr. No, Enforcer Griffin will come out next. I hear the confirmation bias argument, Sacrifice, but I was thinking exactly along Cracked lines before. No good attacks at this point, so pass the turn. Am I willing to take 2? I'm going to block the light shield. Yep. Okay. And what did he save his populace? Another farce was very nice. So, sacrifice, you called it immediately. Yeah. That's annoying. That's also annoying. Sure. Why not? Think he might be afraid that I have a Pledge of Unity? Haha. Passing the turn.
I'll make. I had guild business to
great
attend
way to
to
leave a
anyway.
dull
That's annoying. Italian, sure. Yes, I know that they can exile another creature, but I have to try to keep up here.
You won. Nobody's ready to die.
This time.
That's why so many stick around after they do.
And there's his populace. Link's coming at me. Oh boy. Nothing to proliferate. Go to 5. Make his amass bigger. Yeah. I'm gonna make his amass bigger. Yes. Big creature is welcome. He has only 1 card. So can we rebuild? Oh, really?
It's hard to be a genius surrounded by
There are
lesser
many
minds.
who have turned weakness into a virtue.
Does Salmon do anything for me? I think it has to be the Stinger because I need to stop his attacks. Yeah. Strix? Okay. It's not very scary.
I'm well equipped to deal with nuisances like you.
I'm going to trade my Stinger for his Amass. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to take 5 here. Alright, let's do this. For the Scry.
snakes will feel the bite of my blades.
Not going to
I was
attack.
trained for this.
Um, oh boy. I could have attacked Dovin, but then he's cracks back for
Boxes are made to be
6.
thought
And
outside
there's no
of.
way I can keep up. Yeah. I'm gonna take 6. I could chump the populace. This game looks bad. I can either kill the Strix and take 6, or I can chump the populace. Yeah, the game was looking better before the timeline. Well, that's kind of pointless. Well, we can gain some life. And we're going to scry. Yeah, I am going to gain the life for sure.
We shall forge a path to victory.
Yep.
Your strength returns.
Cease aggressions and live.
Promotion's not going to help me. I need creatures. Or removal. On the other hand, battlefield promotion. No. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And killing Dovin is definitely a good thing to do. I don't need Nissa. We're gonna kill this guy. Oh. Wait a minute. Why is it only 4-3? Why is it only 3-3? Right, thank you. Okay.
We're studying contrasts. I'm excellent, and you're, well, not.
Too late for that. I could take 7. He's not attacking. Do I save my Ceratok, or do I save Watley rather, or do I? Yes, I understand he's attacking Watley.
Stop fighting and listen!
Really? Does he have the mana for it? Yeah, he does. Sure, let's scry.
We strike
Screecher. I've like given up. I've like, yeah. I need the blockers. I'll follow your advice.
Clearly, the shortcomings here were mine.
Now he has this insane guy. So he's gonna kill Ceratok
The
in that game.
history of this world
Yeah.
is one of clever Your bones will read as omens. It is just
And that's
suffer
game.
the dreams of the damned.
Okay. Did not go well, guys. I think that's the end. I think that is my last defeat. Yep. Alright. Not my worst draft ever, but certainly not one of my best. Okay, I'll go ahead and claim my prize, see if there's anything worthwhile here. Wildcard is nice, silent submersible. That's it. That's just adding insult to injury. Okay. So, cracked sacrifice. Anybody else who's there? Yes, I like your attitude, cracked. Everybody, thanks for your help. Thanks for taking time out of your day to help me out here. I hope to see you at the next one. I'm going to sign off. So have a great day, and keep on gaming. Hope to see you guys soon. Take care.